welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Our destination for today's show is the Paseo district.
It's right in the heart of Oklahoma City, and with all these bright pastel colors, it is the perfect place to come and get ready for spring. There are shops full of handcrafted and unique art, jewelry, candles, great places to stop and eat. So much more here, bright colored and authentic architecture. Really, you have a great place to spend the day.
And then after your leisurely stroll, you might be up for something a little bit more action-packed.
Okay, Jeff Roberts has just the deal for you. It's a skydiving simulator called iFly.
At iFly in Oklahoma City, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Discover Oklahoma. We are gonna fly today. Come on!
Doesn't that look amazing? General Manager Tony Consemi thinks so.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's something that really nobody would have thought they would have had the ability to do a year ago, 2 years ago. This whole idea started back in 1998 in Orlando, and it's just the dream of flight has soared from town to town, and we have 10 more under development.
Now that we don't have to dream of flying anymore, how do we fly?
The steady stream of air is going to keep you flying. You're about 4 to 5 feet off of the net to start with, and then the more you're here and the more you're training with our IBA certified instructors, the higher we're going to get you going and the more wind we're going to let you catch.
Obviously, safety is #1 with the crew at iFly Oklahoma City, thus the IBA certified instructors, like lead instructor Diego Riviera, who drew the short straw to be the Discover Oklahoma instructor. And he tells us what it's like for first-timers.
Honestly, there's nothing that you could possibly compare it to. There's nowhere else in the world that you can really get a wall-to-wall cushion of air and just have a safe, smooth flight without jumping out of an airplane.
I'm so ready to fly. How about you? I know photojournalist Brian Boone with Discover Oklahoma is. Yeah, he's going to fly with me. That was awesome! Now I know why they say from 3 to 103, you can fly at iFly Oklahoma City. Don't just take my word for it. Take Deanna Eigelhart's.
It was so fun. So good. I mean, when I had no idea that was getting ready to happen. And it just totally took your breath away. It was better than any roller coaster, anything like that. You know, those bungee drops, oh yeah, this is much better.
Major thumbs up for iFly here in Oklahoma City. You have got to try it out. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it like I do. You got to come prepared. Yeah! For Discover Oklahoma, I am now Super Jeff Roberts.
iFly is located right along Memorial Road north of the Kilpatrick Turnpike in Oklahoma City. You'll find them on Pawnee Drive between Western and Penn. They're open 7 days a week. For pricing and exact hours, check out their website.
And I cannot wait. I'm going over to iFly next week and we're going to give it a
It's
shot
gonna
and
be
see what
cool.
happens. But once you get your feet back on the ground, you may want to keep them there for a while.
At least long enough to check out the D.W. Correll Museum in Catoosa. Jason Grubbs tells us this is one of the coolest collections that Oklahoma has to offer.
If you're traveling down Route 66 to Catoosa, Oklahoma, there's a little museum just off the road you'll want to stop at. It's full of rock and roll, and I'm not talking about music.
D.W. Correll liked collecting things.
He collected a little bit of everything, or a lot of everything.
He liked collecting so much, he wanted to share it with the public. So in the 1970s, he opened up a museum.
He had bought the original Catoosa post office building in an auction and moved it over here to his property and turned it into his first museum.
That little post office has since been replaced with these two much bigger buildings. The first is home to thousands of rocks, fossils, minerals, and gems.
He traveled all over the world collecting them for many years.
Row after row, with shelves up to the ceiling. True natural beauty.
So this is a cluster of fossils from Morocco.
Those are called ammonites. Over here, an iron meteorite from Arizona. DW picked up this rhodochrosite in Argentina and this wolfenite out of Mexico. The large chunk of barite, which most of us know as rose rock, is from good old Oklahoma. In fact, there are several different pieces on display which were mined from the northeastern part of our state.
Along with some mining gear and a little bit about the history of the Tri-State Mining District.
And these two pieces are fossilized dinosaur waste. That's a carnivore to your left, herbivore on the right. Mixed among the minerals are vintage bottles and toys. But this is only half of the tour.
Usually the first word out of people's mouths when they walk in this building in particular, and they see these cars, wow.
There are 12 vintage cars in this showroom, 11 of which DW collected. That old Rolls Royce is on loan. You'll see turn-of-the-century wagons and Surreys, yes, with fringe on top. This steam-powered locomobile is from 1898.
It looks very much like a carriage, but underneath the seat is a small steam engine.
It takes 20 different steps to get her started, which could take about a half hour. But hey, she gets 20 miles to a tank of water. This purple 1906 Cadillac sold for $750 back in its day. This Franklin is made out of aluminum.
This is very high tech for 1922. Aluminum engine, aluminum body.
The newest car in here is a 1948 Dodge with 43,000 original miles on it.
So we've got a 50-year period there where you can really see the progression and development of the automobile in the early days.
DW is no longer with us, but his passion certainly is. And it's all here on display in Catoosa.
It's one of Oklahoma's hidden gems, for sure.
I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Now, of course, there are so many more Oklahoma adventures that you can plan.
That's why you need to order a copy of the Oklahoma Travel Guide. It's so easy to get, and have we mentioned they're free? Just log on to our website, travelok.com. Look up at the top where it says Request Free Brochures.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
I think probably the mountains and the foliage and the lake. And the people. Beaver's Bend, the people. People are good people.
Good people and great food will show you what's cooking down in Broken Bow.
But it is certainly tucked away, a little secluded, but actually very beautiful, and people just want to get away.
Plus the Central Oklahoma retreat that's easily accessible.
Well, if you forget the password, you don't get in.
And the secret inside the walls of one of southwestern Oklahoma's best restaurants. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, tour the caverns, or settle in under the stars. Book your stay at a cozy state park cabin or lodge. Check in Sunday or Monday and get your fourth night absolutely free. Get all the details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Oklahoma's new 2016 Outdoor Guide is full of the state's most spectacular activities and destinations. And when you use our new mobile app, some of the pages spring to life. So find your Oklahoma state of mind. Order your free guide at travelok.com today.
Welcome back to the funky, cool Paseo Arts District in Oklahoma City. It's the perfect place to spend one of those beautiful spring days doing some shopping and a little dining.
Absolutely, it's a cool place to hang out, but if you're looking to take a break from city life, may we suggest southeastern Oklahoma.
Cool cabins, running rivers, and did we mention great food? Welcome to the Blue Rooster. A happy food haven camped in the mountain country near Broken Bow Lake. It's a place that feels like home, even on your first visit.
With the big verandas and the big porches, we just wanted to give a feeling of coming home to the southern granny's house.
But the Blue Rooster also feels like a trip away to somewhere cool and funky.
Susie is definitely all about, you know, blues and jazz, and spent some time in New Orleans, and really loves the food down there. And so that just her love of the New Orleans has kind of bled over into, we serve po' boys, and in the during season we'll serve crawfish. And so it's kind of, even though it's Grandma's house, we still have Susie's own personal flair to it, which is very much like the Big Easy.
Oh, I love it here. I like the way it's decorated. The waitress was fantastic. And it's just very comfortable. Very easy place to be.
Betty Shipley and friends are celebrating her birthday. Texans like these tend to dominate the landscape around Broken Bow.
I think probably the mountains and the foliage and the lake. And the people. Beaver's Bend, the people. People are good people. So, and it's not a long drive. You know, we can be here in about 2.5 hours. So, good retreat.
The fried green tomatoes here at the Blue Rooster are alone worth the trip, in my opinion. Hand cut, hand breaded, deep fried, served piping hot in simple cardboard. All the food here is pretty simple and simply delicious. Grandma Carper's crispy buttermilk fried chicken and her creamy coleslaw, down-home catfish and hush puppies, a salad that'll sure enough stick to your ribs. Your grandma would approve.
I ordered a hamburger and fries, and we ordered fried squash. It was great. It was very tasty. Lots of it, lots of food.
I love fried bologna sandwiches, and I have to truthfully say, this was one of the best I've ever had. Absolutely, absolutely. And I had delicious sweet potato fries with it. Perfect combination, perfect meal. Loved it. Love this place. Never been to this one before. It's just so, the atmosphere is to me, mountain country, cabin. I love it, love it.
I ordered a BLT with French fries, and I ordered the bacon extra crispy, and a lot of places won't do that for you, but this one did. It was excellent. It was superb.
And during the spring, sit out on the deck by the crawfish shack and enjoy mud bugs by the pound. Rounding out the menu and possibly our waistlines, seasonal cobblers and ice cream, and just about every imaginable flavor of fried pie.
Apple and cherry and peach, apricot, which is a classic fried pie flavor, coconut, chocolate, and lemon. And we have a chocolate peanut butter fried pie that's new and very popular. It's over the top.
You better save some room.
Yes, you better save some room when you get here.
In fact, to sample all that's good at the Blue Rooster in Ho Chi Town, you might just need to plan a couple of trips.
Y'all enjoy.
The Blue Rooster is really one of my favorite restaurants I've been to in a long time. And to find out more places like this, just head to our website, travelok.com, and click up top where it says dining. You can search by city you're visiting or type of cuisine.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
You can come out and enjoy nature. Obviously have all of your meals catered. You can be pampered.
Relaxing in Style will show you where to go for a great retreat.
We have lots of regular customers. However, 40% of our customers drive 40 miles or farther to eat with us.
Plus dinner worth the drive. Find out where to go to get a taste coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Welcome back to the Paseo Arts District. We're in Remodern OK. This is one of the really fun, eclectic shops that are part of the Paseo District.
You know, the Paseo in general is just a wonderful place to spend an afternoon just checking out all the shops.
Sometimes, though, you just want to get out of town, get out to the country.
Absolutely. So it's time to come with me to Sulphur and the Chickasaw Retreat Center. The Chickasaw Retreat and Conference Center is a beautiful hidden gem in south central Oklahoma.
There's just a great amount of wedding and retreat business that people are looking for, especially even earlier you talked about the University of Oklahoma, which is really one of our biggest partners that comes out to see us here at the Chickasaw Retreat and Conference Center, but it is certainly tucked away, a little secluded, but actually very beautiful, and people just want to get away.
And that getaway can be for a variety of reasons.
It's a short drive from the Metroplex to come out and see us, but really we continue to focus on group business, retreat business, weddings, family reunions, and people have really taken to this facility with lots of repeat business, so that's something we want to continue to focus on.
But driving into the facility, it's very easy to focus on the beauty of the area nature has provided.
Again, numerous people are taking us up on our wedding offerings. We have many amenities here with the property, 43 beautiful rooms, as well as an amphitheater that holds 125. Vast meeting space, obviously the beautiful room that we're in now that is held up to 150 people for various different events. So we have a lot to offer here.
And what is offered is quite extensive, covering approximately 1,750 acres.
So on the back side of the property, we also offer a lake setting as well as pavilion for any outdoor events that you might like to have. And then in addition, we have a wonderful wellness center, wellness component associated with our facility. So indoor swimming pool, vast gymnasium, walking track, really just a great facility.
It's the kind of getaway destination that pretty much has everything you're going to need or want.
We offer a vast catering menu, really, as far as if you can dream it, then we've been able to do that for folks. In addition, we have wonderful spa amenities here. We actually work in conjunction with our partner in the area, Serenity Spa, that's actually housed at the Artesian Hotel in Sulphur, but that's in joint conjunction with them that they come out and provide spa services.
The Chickasaw Retreat and Conference Center is essentially a one-stop shop. The staff's mission is straightforward: to make sure your stay is exceptional and memorable.
We've had groups that come out and book anywhere between 2 to 4 days, that you don't have to leave the property. You can come out and enjoy nature, obviously have all of your meals catered, you can be pampered, and we've had a very diverse group of people come in, whether, again, it's from weddings to movie crews who are shooting on site for a couple of different movies, church groups, and again, large-scale clientele in the business world. And there's nothing greater than repeat business from word of mouth.
Given the time of the year, if it happens to be the fall, you'll have beautiful foliage to enhance your stay, but there's also a lot going on in Murray County, such as the wonderful Chickasaw National Recreation Area, Turner Falls, and the Artesian Hotel, just to name a few.
The variety of facilities that the Chickasaw Nation holds very dear, the investment that the nation and obviously the vision of Governor Anatubby to build these properties, to bring people into really what is a tourism hotbed and Mecca in the state of Oklahoma for people to see.
Church groups, wedding parties, organization, businesses, people are returning to the Chickasaw Retreat and Conference Center, and there's a reason. It's truly an untapped resource that people are beginning to discover more and more.
Come to the Arbuckles. People do not realize how amazing it is in this area.
No matter where your next road trip takes you, we'll help you plan it with a copy of the 2016 Oklahoma Travel Guide. Just log on to our website, travelok.com.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
We've had people from Italy, we've had people who have just traveled to Italy come here and be like, this tastes just like, if not better, than the Italian food there.
The hotspot for Italian food that has folks commuting to dinner when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Oklahoma's new 2016 travel guide is your ticket to the state's most exciting places, attractions, and activities, loaded with great ideas from cover to cover. Don't wait to order. Get your free 2016 Oklahoma travel guide online at travelok.com today.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, tour the caverns, or settle in under the stars. Book your stay at a cozy state park cabin or lodge. Check in Sunday or Monday and get your 4th night absolutely free. Get all the details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or a river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, tour the caverns, or settle in under the stars. Whatever your heart desires, you can find it at an Oklahoma state park. Plan a summer that's miles from ordinary at travelok.com and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to the Paseo Arts District in Oklahoma City. And as we said, along with the art, there's all kinds of other great stuff. Check this out. We're in Betsy King and Marla Cook's combined shoe and hat boutique.
Shoes and hats. I'll come back and get you in a couple of hours. I think that'll be an easy thing to do.
Might not be enough time.
But there are so many bright and inviting shops to browse. And when you finish here, if you can take a drive about an hour or so southwest, you can find some mighty good Italian food. Lauren Ferrum is going to take us to Giuseppe's.
Nestled in the heart of downtown Marlow, Giuseppi's Italian restaurant is serving authentic, delicious Italian food to its loyal customers here in southwest Oklahoma and beyond.
We're really a destination type place.
Giuseppi's owner Harold Welliver has owned the restaurant for about 8 years. The building Giuseppi's is in was built in 1911 and was the old bank in town.
I don't know if it's ever been robbed or not, but I wish it had. That would be a little more folklore. The vault is our bar. We used to call it a hidden bar. There's no drinking room in there, but that's where we mix all of our drinks and serve them, and it's cool. It's our wine cellar, basically.
All of the recipes were passed down from the founder of Giuseppi's, Brian, who lived above his grandparents' Italian restaurant in New York City.
Our top sellers are our spaghetti and then our Alfredo. People love our Alfredo sauce, whether it's chicken Alfredo or just fettuccine Alfredo. Our lasagna is made fresh every day, and that's a top seller.
Customers rave about the great food and the impeccable service they find here at Giuseppi's. The restaurant is a regular dinner stop for Mary Lou Mahaffey. When I asked how often she comes for dinner at Giuseppi's,
just 3 nights a week, because they're just open 3 nights a week. If they want good Italian food, come right here. If they want gracious and happy servers and special attention. Well, I don't know if it's as special as what I get, but anyway, special attention. Then come to Giuseppi's.
We have lots of regular customers. However, 40% of our customers drive 40 miles or farther to eat with us.
They know that they're going to get good service, one. They're going to get great food. We've had people from Italy, we've had people who have just traveled to Italy come here and be like, this tastes just like, if not better, than the Italian food there.
And for an extra special private fine dining experience, you can book the broom closet at Giuseppi's.
You call in and say, I want to book the broom closet. You have to pull a rope for service, you have to have a password to get in, and you give that through a little speakeasy latch, you know. And it's a lot of fun. If you forget the password, you don't get in. There's a special menu, it has its own menu.
So for authentic, fine Italian food without having to travel out of the country, come to Marlow to Giuseppi's.
It's good, authentic Italian food done right.
Discovering Oklahoma, I'm Lauren Ferrum.
If you're looking for great restaurants to stop at on your next road trip, you need a copy of the current issue of Oklahoma Today magazine. This issue is their food issue with 28 destinations worth the drive. It's on newsstands now, or you can subscribe by logging on to their website, oklahomatoday.com.
A big thank you to all the shops and businesses here in the Paseo Arts District for hosting us this week. You got to come out here and check out the Gallery Art Walk here in Paseo every first Friday of the month. Food trucks, live music, it is so much fun. Also, be sure to be here for the Paseo Arts Festival. This is going to be their 40th year. So come visit over Memorial Day weekend. You can find a complete listing of all the happenings here in the Paseo on the website, thepaseo.com.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, one of the most peaceful places in Oklahoma. We're going to get away from it all and try our hand at fly fishing on the Lower Mountain Fork River.
Plus a trip to northwestern Oklahoma and an animal sanctuary that would just love for you to come and pay a visit. That's all coming up next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
And when you come over to the Paseo District, you have to go up to a store called the Paseo Artworks and check out the work of a gentleman named Tommy Evans.
He is behind the camera right now, which is where he loves to be, but he's also a talented still photographer, so you can see some of his work. We hope you'll come take a look at it till the end of March.
Very good. So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Our beloved Ford Explorer is provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.